Okay, so all the directions so far are the same in 8.1. Solve for the triangle. Remember, you're using the law of sines when you are given an angle and corresponding side, or you can easily quickly find an angle and corresponding side. Like if you have one side and two angles. So angle, side, angle. That would also be the law of sines. So notice we have angle E is 28 degrees, and we have side E is 3, whatever the units are there. And we need to find, well, what should we first find? Let me ask you that. Yeah, side D. Angle D, right? Because we have side D. So the setup would be, since we're going to find an angle, we should put the angles on top. So the sine of angle E, I shouldn't have put degrees there, I apologize. The sine of angle E over E is equal to the sine of angle D over D. Remember, whatever you're trying to solve for, put it on top. It gives you one less step. You don't have to do reciprocals or anything. So the sine of 28 degrees is to 3 as the sine of D is to 19. Is that okay? Calculator, you don't need one. You do need one. So solving for the sine of D, you would say 19 sine of 28 degrees divided by 3, and that's after multiplying both sides by 19. If you would, real quick, please figure out what 19 times the sine of 28 degrees over 3 is. To be honest, you really wouldn't do this quite yet on a test or the homework. I'm just trying to show you something right now. 2.97. That's good. Why is that not right? What's wrong with that? What's the range of sine? Close. Negative 1 to 1. Well, can we have a sine of an angle bigger than 1? No. So if you're going to solve this triangle, well, I'll just say it this way. You can't solve this triangle. This triangle does not exist because if you try to do a sine inverse of both sides, your calculator is going to say domain error because you're trying to take a sine inverse of a number bigger than 1. So in your special case, you would say there's no solution. So as a recap, anytime you're trying to solve for an angle and you have to take a sine inverse, you have to consider your special cases. If you take a sine inverse and you get a domain error, no solution. Meaning what happened was in this picture that the one side is now long enough to meet the other part of the triangle. It's just like hanging there. That's not good. That's pretty much what we have right here. So for instance, this would be, looks like this would be E and that would be D. So side E is not long enough to meet because side D is way too long, 19. That's comment number 1. Comment number 2, if you take a sine inverse and it does work, then you have to worry about the supplement because the supplement could also be an answer. That's going to be our next example. If the supplement doesn't work, you only have one triangle. If the supplement does work, then you have two triangles. So again, in this case, you might have 0, 1, or 2 triangles.